Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and let's talk about Fantastic Four 25 that was written by Ryan North because it is setting the comic book world on blaze. Well, you know, the fans are like, what the hell are we reading? And honestly, it is degenerate. It's nasty. It's gross looking. It's not something we want to see. And it's something that I believe the MCU is going to try to push on Johnny Storm because, Johnny Storm is a ladies' man, but they really hate the fact that he's kind of a male himbo, honestly, to the point where they know they couldn't push the LGBT nonsense with him because people are already mad that they already casted Pedro Pascal anyway, who is not a white Caucasian guy to be Reed Richards. Now you're going to try to make the guy who sleeps with every woman gay. So they're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to have him with some nasty earthworm thing called Angela of the Shore, right? And it's just very disgusting to kind of see this nonsense because yes, Johnny has messed with aliens before, but humanoid alien women who look like women, who you can be like, oh, okay, that looks like a woman. Like nobody wants to see Johnny Storm kissing and fucking some kind of gray centipede that doesn't look appealing. It's nasty, it's gross, and then all of a sudden he gets up in arms because apparently him and Angela of the Shore species, they have to stay separate in order for something with the earth to keep them from separating or whatever. And they're just like, why is he up in arms about this? You know what I'm saying? I can understand if it was Crystal or Lyra, two of his greatest loves, which they both made them betray each other, betray Johnny Storm, you know, and now he's over here crying. He's talking about, oh, all of you guys get loves and whatever. But when I finally find somebody that I'm really genuinely happy with, y'all want me to give her up just to save the world. Like, yes, Johnny, because you're a fucking hero. Like, why the hell is that even an option? Like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Like to the point where he's like trying to fight Ben and Reed over like, hey, I found somebody that I love. Let me have this or whatever. No, first off, it's gross. Ryan North, what the hell was you thinking? It's degenerate. It's gross. It doesn't make me want to read this damn book. Why the hell do you think I want to see Johnny Storm? First off, why he has a goatee? If you're gonna have a goatee for anybody, it should be Reed Richards. If you're gonna shave that off, keep Johnny's beard off. I mean, Johnny doesn't need a beard. Like, what the hell are we doing? Because you're aging him. You know what I mean? If anything, why did you not just tell a story where he's reconnecting with either Crystal or he's reconnecting with Lyra, his ex-wife, who's a scroll? You know what I'm saying? Because she had disguised herself as Crystal for a time or whatever, and they got married, and he realized that she really wasn't Crystal, but then still try to make it work or whatever. And then they got divorced or whatever. You could have did something like that, and then you have Carlos Gomez with his beautiful artwork. And don't get me wrong, the comic book is gorgeous. The comic book is beautiful. But just seeing Johnny fucking around with a goddamn earthworm slug thing on the roof, you're talking about, oh, would you make love to me, Johnny, and stuff like that. He's like, you sure? And she's like, oh, I'm sure, Johnny. I'm sure you're a man of discovery. And you see, next thing you know, they're kissing, which is gross. And she's like, oh, Johnny, like, ew, gross. Don't nobody want to see Johnny kiss no nasty slug centipede thing at all. You could have had him kiss an alien woman, sure, because she has features of a woman. We want to see him with a woman, no matter who it is, but it should have been humanoid. Why the hell did you think, oh, yes, this is a great idea. Let's have Johnny fuck around with a human centipede? Who the fuck is this shit for? That's what I'm talking about. Like, it's dumb. It is dumb. He has that weird gold teeth on that doesn't make any sense. It needs to go. It's like that guy who grows a little mustache, but it doesn't really connect or anything. He doesn't even have a gold teeth that even matches the little thing. It's weird, because they're trying to do some star-crossed lovers kind of thing where they meet this alien race, and the alien race look like nasty centipedes. That's exactly what they look like. And They talk. Johnny gets to, like, we don't even really see how he even got met the person. I mean, they get on the planet, they meet the little centipede nasties, and then all of a sudden Johnny is enamored with one of them, you know, because they're taking he Angela of the Shore is showing him their world or whatever and how fascinating it is. But all I'm seeing is a grown ass man talking to a giant centipede. I don't see a female in this one, so I don't understand, like, what the hell is he seeing? What am I supposed to be looking at? You know? Okay, let's see. They talk about how fast the days are. And she was like, "Oh, many, many weeks, a third of a year. Oh, months. It lasts for months. What's a month?" And it's like 1/12 of a year on my world. I think they're based on moon cycle somehow. Then that explains why we don't have a word for it, because has no moon. Well, that's too bad, Angela of the Shore, because on Earth there's nothing more romantic than taking a walk by the moonlight. What is it like? What's it like to have light through the night? It never gets dark. No, it's dark, but the moon gives off, I don't know, like a silvery glow over everything, like this, you know. It's beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, Johnny shows her image above. He creates like a fire in a certain color or whatever. Um, and then he said, your evenings and nights still last way too long though. And then he laughs. She's like, Johnny of the Storm, can I kiss you? And he was like, I mean, I'll be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about asking you the same thing, but I mean, how do we mean? You're an explorer. Come on, you're an explorer. I'm sure you'll figure it out. And then you see the fireball moon, and then you just see them start kissing, and oh Johnny, and it's just like, holy crap, nobody wants to see this. And then of course, they're talking about what everything that's going on. Reed makes a discovery that this is like early development of the solar system. This is Earth, this is an alternate Earth or whatever, and in order for them to fix Earth, they got to separate or whatever, or it's going to collide with the sun. And honestly, at this point, it's kind of hard to really care, because I'm more grossed out by the centipede, the centipede lover thing or whatever. And here it comes. Any attempts to introduce one or the other risk the collapse of both our two worlds. Our two universes must be forever remain fully separated. Angela, Johnny, I'm sorry, but for the two Earths to live, your relationship must die. Geez, Reed, could you be a little nicer to break it that way? I believe I was breaking it nicely. Did I miss the mark? Johnny, and he's like, why does it have to always be me? Johnny starts crying. You get the love, you get to have the family. And I finally find Angela, and it's real. I'm not screwing it up this once. Everyone gets their happily ever after, and I don't, Johnny. For weeks, for months, we got to live our happily ever after. We got to live it, Johnny. Our impossible love. Don't you see? We did it. We get to remember that for the rest of our lives. Most people's love relationships, they only save them, but ours is going to save everybody. And then they kiss. Ugh. Launch your device, Reed. I love you, Angela, and I'm so glad I got to meet you. I love you. You've been the most exceptional experience in my life so far. Tell me you won't forgive me. I won't, and I'll never forget you, Johnny of the Storm. You gave me the moon, and I give you the stars. And it's just like, what the heck? And then of course he's upset with his family right now because he had to give up Angela, and then they go off, and then that's it. It was just nasty. What the fuck was this? It was a weird comic book. That's all I got to say about that. It was weird. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm not. Nope. It was just weird. It was gross. It was disgusting. With the centipede loving thing, like, if you remove the loving thing, the story is decent, but the whole, they have to separate from each other, or the worlds will collapse together because this is their version of Earth, while our version of Earth too. But in order for them to stay alive, we have to separate the conundrum. It just felt like this was just forced nonsense, just so Johnny can have this moment where he really shouldn't have it. Like I said, you could have brought in Crystal, or you could have brought in Lyra, or you could have even brought in Nova. Characters who Johnny actually loved. You know, if you're going to reintroduce a love for Johnny, like I don't know, that's just my personal opinion on the whole situation. But yeah, that was the Fantastic Four degenerate issue that everybody's up in arms about because it was just weird. But tell me what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.